My teenager was hiding thousands in cash under his bed to pay off my medical debt. I was cleaning my son Nolan's room when I found the shoebox. Not a normal shoebox, a shoebox stuffed with cash. Rubber-banded stacks of 20s and 50, packed so tight the lid barely closed. I stood there holding it, staring at what had to be thousands of dollars, and my first thought was drug. What else would a 16-year-old be hiding under his mattress? I sat on his bed, opened the box again, and counted. $4,300. My hands were shaking. I called him into the room immediately. He walked in, saw the box, and his face went white. Mom, I can explain. You better start talking right now. Nolan looked at the floor and said, "It's my business." Your business? You're 16. You don't get to have business that involves hiding thousands of dollars in cash under your bed like some kind of teenage drug lord. He didn't answer, just stood there, jaw tight, staring at the carpet like it had answers. Nolan, I'm not playing. Where did this money come from? I earned it. Doing what? Selling what? Nothing. I worked for it. Worked where? You don't have a job. He looked up at me, and his eyes were red. Yes, I do. 3 of them. I blinked. What? He exhaled hard, like he'd been holding it in for months. I work at the bakery before school. Grocery store after. Weekends I do lawn care for the neighbors. I just stared at it. Since when? 6 months. 6 months. My kid had been working 3 jobs for 6 months, and I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me? He didn't answer, just looked away again, biting his lip. Nolan, why? His voice cracked. Because of the bills. My stomach dropped. What bills? Your medical bills. Mom, I heard you on the phone with the hospital. You were crying. You said we couldn't afford it. You said you didn't know how we were going to pay it off. I felt my chest tighten. I remembered that call. I thought I'd been quiet. I thought no one heard. Nolan, that's not your responsibility. You're my mom. Of course it's my responsibility. And then he started crying. Full on sobbing. The kind where you can't breathe right. I couldn't just sit there and watch you guys struggle. I couldn't. So I got jobs, and I saved everything. Every single dollar. I was going to give it to you when I had enough. I pulled him into a hug. And we both just stood there crying in the middle of his messy room. When his dad got home, I told him everything. He didn't say a word. Just walked into Nolan's room, sat down next to him, and started crying too.